championship probability. Okay, but you have to win a lot of those championship games or championship series that you are in. LeBron James has been in 9. He's only won 3. So if you're just gonna go off a championship probability, yeah, the teams that he's on and the teams he's been on, yes, they had a chance to win the title. But when you have made it there 9 times, you have to win more than 3 of the 9 championships, Daryl Morey.
And you basically break that down, and obviously you don't need all the numbers. You can watch as well and see that. But if you...
And I'm glad you said you don't need all the numbers. No, you don't need all the numbers when you compare LeBron James to Michael Jordan, because the numbers tell me that Michael Jordan was more of an impact player on his team due to his team having more success when it counts in the finals. Michael Jordan is 6-0. I know people are tired of hearing that. Oh, Michael Jordan is 6-0, but it's the truth. The man is 6-0. LeBron James is 3-6. So yes, Daryl Morey, you're correct. You don't have to look at the numbers.
If you basically isolate that and also look at the career he's had, frankly, I think it's at this point it's become.
Yeah, look at the career he had. Look at the career that LeBron James had and the career that Michael Jordan had. And on impact, Michael Jordan had more of an impact in his career. His talent and his skills was able for him to win 6 titles and be perfect in the finals when it really, really matters. LeBron James had just too many down moments in the finals for me to even put him even next to Michael Jordan. To me, a better argument is Magic Johnson or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Bill Russell, guys of that nature. But no, LeBron James is outside of that table, in my opinion.
A bit of a big margin, actually, where he's come out ahead. I know that's a little controversial.
Now let's toss it back to First Take. Well, fellas, Rockets GM Daryl Morey says LeBron is the GOAT by a big margin. Stephen A., let me ask you this. Can the Kings still do anything to pass MJ as the GOAT?
No.
Stephen A. just answered it. No, he can't. He cannot do anything to me that's going to pass Michael Jordan. To me, that ship has already sailed. That ship sailed when he had a meltdown against the Dallas Mavericks. He just didn't show up. He looked scared. He looked like he wasn't sure of himself, and people were like, "Oh, he wasn't young. He was 27 years old. 27 years old. I think that was the same age Michael Jordan won his first title versus the Lakers. Michael Jordan was 27, 28, somewhere up in there. Y'all can correct me on that, but and previous to that, LeBron James he got swept by the San Antonio Spurs. I know people are like, oh, he was young. No, but when you're him passing up passing up college and coming to the NBA, what that said was he did not need college. He was ready to play in the NBA as a 18-year-old. So when he came to the NBA, we cannot judge him on a curve, because once you're here, you're here. Now your resume starts from here, and it's the same thing as if a 14-year-old go to college and he's taking he's taking a exam, and the teacher the professor said, well, because he's 14 and he was able to skip high school, come straight to college because he was that smart, I'm going to give him extra credit. No, you got to judge him and grade him based on what he's doing, because by LeBron James skipping college, it told me that he was ready. So it's go time.
Not to me. It's a very, very simple answer to me. When you lose 6 NBA finals, there's nothing to talk about.
That's what I'm saying. When the man has lost more, he has tied Michael Jordan with the most losses with 6, and Jordan got 6 wins. So he's tied Jordan. He has tied Jordan winnings in the loss column. That you can't. I don't see how. To me, I don't see what the argument is. Right along with Michael Jordan being the defensive player of the year. LeBron James never was the defensive player of the year. LeBron James never won the steals title in the regular season. Jordan did it 3 times. Michael Jordan was on the all defensive team 9 times. LeBron James did it. I think he did like 6 or somewhere up in there. And people say, well, he averaged more rebounds and more assists than Michael Jordan. Okay, but they played totally 2 different positions. Small forward is usually a position that cultivates more rebounds. Now, LeBron James was more of a willing passer. But what I have to tell people is the year that Michael Jordan played point guard, when he was playing under Doug Collins, they didn't have any point guard of significance to bring up the ball. And Michael Jordan was the only player on the team that can bring up the ball. And I guess he had the best handle on the team, and he can make the better decisions. He averaged 8 assists a game. Go look at it. Go look at that year. I believe it was his second year that Michael Jordan did that. He averaged 8 assists a game. But I don't ever remember LeBron James ever leading the league in assists. I don't ever remember seeing LeBron James lead the league in rebounds. Now, you tell me if you ever seen Michael Jordan, not Michael Jordan, but LeBron James lead the league in assists and rebounds.
I'm not questioning the greatness of LeBron James in terms of, his overall.
No doubt, LeBron James is a great player. I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying that he's not better than Michael Jordan.
Skill set and his overall impact to winning and losing basketball games. That's undeniable. I think that it's
well, we can say that he had a negative impact on winning NBA Finals. The NBA Finals. He's 3-6, so his impact in winning championships is not as great as people would think they are. Because you got to look at it like this: he got 6 losses in the finals. 2 of the 6 he got swept. 2 of them he got put out in 5 games. Another one he melted down against Dallas, and he lost to the 2015 Golden State Warriors, who that was their first time in the finals. That was their first time ever in the finals, and he lost that series up 2-1 at home with a chance to go up 3-1. And Golden State came back and won that series. I know people will say, well, Kyrie was hurt and Kevin Love was hurt, but the man was still up 2-1.
Debate as to whether he's number 2 or number 1 on Mount Rushmore basketball, to be quite honest with you, because I think he's that great.
There's no debate to me that he's number 1, number 2 on the Mount. He's not on the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion. Is 4 spots on the Mount Rushmore, and he's not on that Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. I got Kareem, I got Michael Jordan, I got Russell, I got Wilt Chamberlain on that Mount Rushmore. You have to put if you're going to put LeBron James on the Mount Rushmore and not going to have Wilt Chamberlain on the Mount Rushmore, then that's blasphemous, because Wilt Chamberlain, through all his troubles, he still was the most dominant player ever. And LeBron James is like a mini Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain won 2 titles. LeBron James won one more than Wilt Chamberlain. But Wilt Chamberlain numbers are so gaudy that to me he's over LeBron James.
We can't deny that, but there are too many moments along the road where he came up a bit small. That's not to say that Jordan was perfect, that there weren't times when he struggled, but when the moments
Jordan struggled. He struggled in playoff games. But he's not perfect. Yeah, he struggled in playoff games. I'm not saying Michael Jordan had great games every finals, every playoffs. But in the end, when his team needed him to be there, he was there making plays, making that play to Steve Kerr when Steve Kerr hit the game-winning shot, making the play against Karl Malone, going down and hitting the game-winning shot, his last shot with the Chicago Bulls to win the title. He made that last shot to win that title. You know what I'm saying? So he was there. He was there when the team needed him. He did not fold, and LeBron James folded too many times. Last year versus Golden State, he quit. He quit after that first game when I understand J.R. Smith made a boneheaded play, but the man quit.
Mattered most, and he was called upon to deliver. He rarely, if ever, let us down. Jordan went 7 consecutive years, averaging 30+. For 13 years in Chicago, he shot.
And not to mention, Michael Jordan was not only in his era the best offensive player by winning 10 scoring titles, he was the best defensive player of his position. He was the most dominant defensive player of his position. LeBron James, has now people will say LeBron James can guard 5 different positions. Yeah, he can guard five different positions in this era. You know what I'm saying? Because power forwards and centers don't post up like they used to. So it's like it's more of a generational thing. But LeBron James, he was not, to me, regarded as the best defensive player at his position for an extended amount of time. Now he had years where he had years here and there where he played really good defense on for his position.
50.5% from the field, which is a better overall field goal shooting percentage than LeBron James, by the way. He was a 9-time first-team all-defensive player. He didn't take time off defensively.
And that's another thing. LeBron James taking time off defensively. I never seen a game, or when Michael Jordan even was later in his career, taking that much time off of defense, not running back the floor on the floor. LeBron James last year, even in the playoffs, he was not getting back when his man will beat him back, to the basket. It's just it's wild, man. It's not even, to me, Daryl Morey. You got it. You got one thing right. It ain't even close. And yeah, he's not even close to Michael Jordan. Not even close.
He embraced the toughest defensive assignment night in, night out during many occasions throughout his career. And for me personally, even though I can understand how people can look at LeBron 6'9", 260, a locomotive coming at you, a physical.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith gonna go, on and on, but yeah, it's just, this is my last video on this, man, but it's not even close, and I stated my case in this video.